Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm hoping I look a little bit better. I do have some new lighting. It was my birthday, so I got some new stuff for filming. But this past week I kept thinking about what did I want to really film. So I really wanted to film like how to do my hair. So that's why it's just in a bun, and then you'll see like how I curl it at the end of the video, but I'll actually have a separate video for it. If it's up, I'll go ahead and link it below. If not, then you'll have to subscribe to kind of keep watch of that. This week I don't know, I just kind of was like, oh my gosh, I'm this age, which I'm fine. I don't have any problems with getting older. I'm okay with that. But I just really have had a really bad, like, face week, I guess. I have no idea. But it was just, like, one of those weeks. And it's also, like, the week before my dot. So I'm just, like, I just wanted to do a feel-good makeup tutorial. When I get up in the morning, makeup is definitely, like, a therapy to me. I love to do my makeup. And everybody's like, oh my god, you like to do it? And I'm like, I love it. I just love to get my coffee and just take like 20 minutes in the morning and just like do my face, and I just feel so good about it. So this is going to be kind of like a grungy smoky eye look that I love, and I'm going to put lashes on and go the whole 9 yards. It's just, like I said, this is just something that makes me feel good. Like, we got to go out last night, so I got to put the whole shebang on, and that was really awesome too. So that being said, I'm going to start off with moisturizing my face and putting like a really luminescent base, because I just feel like my face is so dull. So I'm going to start off with the Lait Creme Concentrate, and I'm just going to put a little dab of this, because a little bit goes along with, ooh, it's all over. If I was going out, I usually do put sunscreen on, but I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm not going to bother doing that. So you guys seem to like my pink hair tutorial, and that was kind of cool. I appreciate it. You can see it's about 3 weeks out, 2.5 weeks out, and my roots are growing like crazy. So I'm going to let that soak in. A really good drugstore alternative to the MAC strobe cream is the Lumi Magique from L'Oreal. You actually do get a lot in this little thing. So I'm going to put 2 pumps. I'm like almost out. I just want to use the rest of it too. And I'm going to put that on my face. So I'm going to get a little Tin Manny, but I think that's okay. This stuff has like such a unique smell. If you are oily, skip this part. Like I said, I actually just grabbed a bunch of different makeup that I like, and I was like, let's make something of it. I follow this one brand. I follow a lot of brands on Instagram, but this one's called W7, and they actually do like kind of like knockoffs of some other bigger stuff. This is the HD foundation, and it's supposed to be like Makeup Forever one. And then the Genius Featherlight, I can't remember who this is, like a Marc Jacobs knockoff, I'm not sure. But one thing I did discover this week about this product is it's cruelty free, so I'm actually really happy about that. That actually makes me want to use them a little bit more. I'm going to put my coconut oil, castor oil on my lips because my lips just feel dry. I'm going to put a little bit of this, and I apologize, it's dirty. I'm going to put a little bit of the HD, and these are the lightest colors they have. Yeah, so these are just both in buff. Oh, I forgot. Oh, I forgot to put my color corrector on. Hold on. I got the boi-ing color corrector, so I'm going to put a little bit of that. And I'm just going to use my finger. Back to the foundation. So I'm just going to cover a couple drops of that. I'm going full coverage. This is not a natural makeup look. I'm going to take my Zoeva 104 buffer brush, and I'm actually just going to push it into the skin and distribute it really well first. And then I'll go in and buff it into the skin. I have a zit in my nose, and it's making my whole nose like red. Then I'm going to take my under eye concealer, and I'm actually going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and this is in 0.75. Like, you can't get any lighter than this. I'm going to use my Bare Minerals brush and just get a tiny bit. This stuff is so creamy. And I'm just going to highlight that super dark area under my eye. Just tap a little bit in, down my nose, conceal that little guy. Fine. A little bit right there, and gonna make the tree on the top of my forehead, and I'm gonna put some as my base for my makeup too, my eye makeup. So I'm gonna use my brush to do the face part, and then the under eye I will go back and use a Real Technique sponge. Last weekend was my birthday. It was literally the best birthday I've had. I actually don't know the last time I had such a good birthday. My husband got me some really awesome lighting stuff, and I like cried. It wasn't something I was expecting, and I literally just cried. He got me a laptop last year so I could start filming too, and It is also my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, which is kind of cool. I'm going to use a little bit of Creme contour, and this is the Maybelline Master Contour. And they have a light and a contour stick. You can tell I'm using the contour, but I just want a little bit on the back of my cheeks. A little bit here, just to define that. I'm going to use a little foundation brush just to kind of buff that in. So that should be looking like that. My nose looks a little dark. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of powder on my face, and I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is in Light. I'm just using a V2 BH Cosmetics Vegan brush. I'm just going to swirl this and just literally just tap it right where I put that. Let's see the eyebrows and the eyes. I don't know, like I wanted to film, but I kind of just feel so, like I just have so much self-doubt in my head right now, and I don't know why. Like, I'm not good enough, I don't know what's going on, but it's just, I think everybody has that. I'm going to use the MAC Fluid Line Brow Gel Cream, and this is an Ash Blonde for my eyebrows. I'm going to use, this is so old, this is a brow brush from Bare Mineral, so it's just so old. See if I can do my brows. I'm going to take my NYX contour kit, and I'm just going to take the banana powder in there, the yellow one, push that over top of my eyelids so it's nice and mattified. I'm just using a Real Techniques contour brush. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm actually going to be using the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. When I saw the color story of this palette, it was everything. I think it's so versatile with so many people. I'm just going to take a Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm going to take Silk Cream, which is this one right here. I'm going to take a Silk Cream and just load that on my brush. Get that off. It's going to be a little bit warmer, I think. It might show up a little bit warmer. I just want to put that transition color in there. And I'm actually bringing it pretty high. I'm going to take Buns, same brush, and start patting that into the corner right there. And then just slowly start buffing that kind of in and making that gradient effect. And if you wanted to stop here, you could totally stop here, but I'm not gonna stop here. They just blend like butter. I'm going to switch my brush to a Zoeva Soft Definer. It's a 227. I'm going to go into Chip and Central Park. I'm going to go into those two, and then just on the outer part of my eye, just kind of tap those on there. This is not a perfect smoky eye look. I want it to be kind of grungy and smoky and worn in. So I'm going to do that a couple times. I'm just taking it and just making sure that's all blended up in there. I'm going to go back into that, in the buns, and just kind of work that right back in the crease again. Going back in with that transition color we had earlier, just kind of blending and just marrying everybody really nicely together. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that darker color Chip and smoke the bottom eyelashes out like crazy. And I'm going to go back in with Bun, which is the medium color I used. I hope you're still following me. And then I'm going to take the lighter color and just really, really blend all that out. I think that's what makes the big difference. I'm going to take a little bit of SBN and just kind of right there. I'm going to take a little bit of Little Lady and just kind of push that in the middle, like right over top everything. My under eyes look kind of crappy, so I'm going to take that banana powder and just go back underneath my eyes. A little bit of Beam, which is like one of the lighter ones. I'm going to take a little bit of these. Beam and Light. Tiny, tiny bit. And just go right above that on my brow bone. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a line, just a black line on my eyes. I'm not going to do a wing or anything. I want this to be like the focus of the eye open, not winged out. And then I'm also just going to put a really pretty pair of false lashes. I'm just going to use, this is my Tartelette liquid liner, and I'm just going to line the very top of my eyelash. I'm just kind of pushing this on there. I'm going to use my MAC 3D, because this is like the 3D mascara. I feel like I lost the darkness of my eyeshadow. I think I might add a little bit more dark to it. Taking a no-name cheapy brush, I'm just going back into the this one and this one. And just... I don't think this look is for everybody, but whatever. Okay, so while my eyelashes dry before I finish I'm gonna finish my face, and I'm gonna use my Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer, and I just got this new bronzing brush, and it's like amazing. It's from Eco Tools. It's gigantic. So I need to warm up my face so everything matches. So we're gonna load myself up with this. The best way to put your bronzer on, and I'm sure if you've seen a tutorial or two, is to do it in threes. I just like to do my cheeks first, but you want to start 1, 2, and 3. I just found out that Tarte, you can get, if you have your license, you can get a pro discount of 40% off. I use a little bit of the Tartelette Pro Glow palette, and I did a little bit of contouring just on the backs of my cheeks and on my nose a little bit. I'm going to use 2 different highlighters. So I'm going to use a little bit of these two on the lower part of my cheek. And then I just got a brand new one of my Mary Luminizer. The last one I had literally had like a crumb in it, and I wouldn't get rid of it until it was like completely gone. So I'm going to use a little, this is a Morphe M441 brush. I'm just going to load that up and dust that bad boy on. A little bit on top. Chicken grease. I'm happy with it. I'm going to use a little bit of Butt Naked from Jeffree Star, and also I'm Nude on top of it. This one's a little peachy pink. I'm going to put a little bit of I'm Nude in the middle of it. Okay, so let's put some lashes on. I'm going to put my favorite ones on. They're a little grungy, but I don't really care. I was going to use the faux mink ones from Ardel, but I just really, really, really love these KoKo lashes. It's a car. Oh, this is what is really hard when my lashes are so long, so I have to like pull those down. Oh, I gotta do the thing where I hold my lashes down. So, okay. I'll be back when my hair is done. Be right back. Okay guys, so I went ahead, it's really funny because I just realized I didn't use blush in this, but that was on purpose. I just wanted like this super like smoky, pretty contoured look, and I got that with a nice highlight. So this is the hair done, and I also did a hair tutorial. Go ahead, like I said, if it's up I will link it below. If not, you'll just have to subscribe and stay tuned for it. But I think it came out really, really, really cute. I love the grunginess of it. Also, if you have plugs, you can still wear earrings, okay? And I absolutely love it. I will list everything that I use below. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Any feedback or anything, I would definitely love some constructive criticism as well. I totally welcome that all the time. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have an amazing day. Thanks, guys. Bye.